Political Party Primaries, presented by Citizen Genius. Political party primaries refer to the process in which citizens vote to select the candidates who will represent each political party in the general election. Let's examine the difference between a typical party primary and typical general election in the U.S. In a primary, a political party selects one candidate to represent the party. This candidate will compete in the general election against candidates from other political parties. The general election happens after the primary process. In a general election, candidates from each political party compete against each other, and all citizens vote in the general election to select one candidate for the political office. Here's a diagram showing how a political party primary works. Citizens vote in a party's primary in which there will be one or more candidates. Each of these candidates belongs to the same political party. The candidate with the most votes is the primary winner. This person will represent the political party in the general election. Now let's see how the entire process unfolds from the primaries through the general election in the context of the U.S.'s two dominant political parties, the Democrats and Republicans. Democrats hold their primary, in which one or more Democrats vie for the nomination, and Republicans do the same. Each party selects one person to move on to the general election. In the general election, there will be one Democrat versus one Republican, and the candidate who gets the most votes wins. There are two styles of primaries, an election and a caucus. An election is a traditional voting system in which people go into a voting booth, see a list of names, and select the candidate of their choosing. This can be a closed process in which only party members can vote. For example, if the Republican Party holds a closed primary election, only registered Republicans will be able to vote in it. A primary election can also be an open process in which anyone can vote in the party's primary. If the Republican Party holds an open election, someone registered as a Republican, an independent, or even a Democrat will be able to vote in the Republican primary. A caucus is a political party's meeting in which people divide themselves into groups based on which candidate they support and then try to persuade the undecided voters to join them. Here's how it works. There will be people in a room supporting candidate A. There will be people on the opposite side of the room supporting candidate B. There will also be people in the middle of the room who are undecided, meaning they have not yet chosen which candidate to support. During the caucus process, people who support candidate B will encourage the undecided voters to join their candidate, and people who support candidate A will do the same. There will be some arguing back and forth until the undecided voters choose a candidate to support. Whichever candidate has the most support will be declared the caucus winner. This has been a short overview of political party primaries presented by Citizen Genius.